Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate, and in today's video we're going to be picking out our October TBR. I know everyone is saying like, oh, I can't believe it's October, but I'm so glad because I have some things to look forward to the end of the year, like my favorite season, which is winter. Where I live, we don't really have seasons though. We just have really hot summer, or the roads are freezing over, which we call winter. And so I'm really excited because I love cold. I love the fashion that's associated with cold, the food, like everything. I just love the cold. And I try to be a little festive for October with my cowboy skeleton shirt, but I don't know how. It looks like I'm wearing pajamas, but I swear I'm not. Today I'm going to be using my TBR boot, which is like a TBR jar, but instead of it being in a jar, it's in this little boot. And so I have a lot of prompts in here. Some are kind of newish. I added last time I did this. So let's pick out our first prompt. I'm gonna shake it up first. And if in case you can't see, like you can't see all of my cart, but here I have hardbacks of all genres, and then here I have all fantasy on the middle shelf, and then the bottom I have romance, literary fiction, and thrillers. I think we're gonna be picking 5 books, 5 to 6, because this can go for like, if I read them all, then it can be like just for this month. If not, it can be like for the next 2 months. So first prompt, we have random letter generator picks the first letter of the author. This is interesting. Here on my iPad, I have a generator that has all the letters of the alphabet. So I'm gonna spin it and then we'll pick some books based off of that. So H, so that means that we have to find a author whose name starts with the letter H. I have 2 books that fit this prompt. We have 2 authors who start with H. First is Holly Black, and the book is The Wicked King. This is the second book in the Cruel Prince trilogy. I read The Cruel Prince a long time ago, and it wasn't my favorite, but I heard the series does get better. So that's our first option. And then we also have Assistant to the Villain. I have the one with the pretty red sprayed edges. This would be starting a new series because I know this is a series and a lot of the new books have came out in the series, but like I just don't know if like I'm really feeling starting a new series. So if I had to pick between these 2, I think I'm gonna pick The Wicked King, just because it might be like good to get back in this world, and it's not that long of a read, so it could be a nice quick easy read. Now we're gonna pick our second prompt. Let y'all see. A book with a non-removable sticker. That's very specific. So I have 3 books that fit this prompt, and they all happen to be hardcovers. The first one I have is Broken Country. The removable sticker is for Reese's Book Club. This is I think this is like a thriller romance. I'm not too sure, but the synopsis when I did read it was very intriguing to me. So this is definitely an option. And next we have Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. This also has the Reese's Book Club sticker. This I kind of want to read Funny Story, like them in release order. I have read all of them except Funny Story and Great Big Beautiful Life, so I think I might put this one is not gonna be our first choice because it's also like I kind of want to read them in the summer, and it's not really summer anymore. And then the last one we have Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This has this removable sticker. It's for the Good Morning America book club. It also has a removable sticker that I can't take off because it left a residue, but here's the non-removable one. I love Taylor Jenkins Reid. I love her little like Hollywood series that she did. All of those books are 5 stars for me. My favorite is Daisy Jones and the Six. Like everyone loves those books, and I am one of those people. This one does really intrigue me, probably the most of these 3 right now. And just look at that cover, the end sheets. It's so pretty. So of these 3, I don't know what to pick. It's really between Broken Country and Atmosphere. I think I'm gonna go with Atmosphere. This one just seems more interesting to me right now. Now we're gonna pick our third prompt. I'm going to look away. This one's small. Oops, upside down. 5-star prediction. Oh, this is good. I have 5 books that I think are gonna be 5 stars. So first we have Beartown by Frederick Bachman. I read I think it was like an opening scene or something for this for class this year, and oh my gosh, it was so good. So I really think that this is going to be a very like high rating from me. Another one I think is gonna be 5-star is Funny Story by Emily Henry. I know I was just talking about this saying like I want to wait like summer to read this, but I just love Emily Henry, guys. So, and then next we have Saving Six. This is the 3rd book in the Boys Atonement series. I definitely think this is going to be a 6-star, 5-star, because this is the first book in Joey and Aoife's story, so I really think that that's going to be a high contender. Next we have Ruthless Fae. This one's kind of random compared to these, but this is the 2nd book in the Zodiac Academy series. I really enjoyed the first one, even though it was like objectively kind of bad or whatever, but I really enjoyed it. It was a 4-star for me, so I can definitely just see the series getting better. And this is book 2. And then lastly we have the final book in the Magnolia Park series that is out right now, and that is Into the Dark. Oh my gosh, guys, I've been putting off this book for so long. I put it off originally because I was like, well, I have no more Jessa Hastings books to read, and she's like my favorite author, or one of my favorites. Well, we don't know when the next Daisy Hates book is coming out, because this is the final in Magnolia and BJ story, so I really don't know. This is probably the one that's going to be the highest rating of any of these, because Magnolia and BJ I hold so close to my heart. So I really don't know, but this book is really long. I mean, it's not crazy. It's like 700 pages, and it's emotionally I know it's going to be emotionally devastating, so I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. So I just don't know if I'll get around to it, and then I'm going to feel bad if I don't. So the one that I think will be like probably the best for me, the one that's going to be like the least traumatic, so to say, would probably be Ruthless Fae. And this one has been on, like, I've had an eye on it for a while now. I've had it for a while, but like wanting to read it. So I think I'm gonna go with this, just because I know those might be like really hard on my mental health. So I think that this will be the best option, because this is the most, like, I don't know, least realistic. It's the only like fantasy or whatever, so to me it's easier to separate. I feel like I love fantasy books, but they're harder for me to get like attached to, because they just don't seem as realistic as something like Magnolia Parks or Boys Atonement, because we know stuff like that happens all the time and every day, so it's easier just to get fantasy. Now we're going to pick out our 4th prompt. I have books all over my floor right now, so those are going to be super fun to clean up. So this is our 4th prompt. Oh no. That's not bad. 300 plus pages. I thought it said 500 plus. I was about to scream. I was like, no. If it would have been 500 plus, then I guess we know we could have picked 300 pages. So this really just gives me free range for anything. So this is kind of like a free pick, because it just has to be over 300 pages. It doesn't have to be like exactly 300, and that's pretty much every book on this cart. So I'm gonna look at the books I want to read the most. I know exactly what I'm gonna pick for this, and that is Wild and Wrangled. This is the final book in the Rebel Blue Ranch series. I recently just read Lost and Lassoed. Stay tuned to my wrap up. That'll probably be at the end of October, but I absolutely loved Lost and Lassoed, and I have very high hopes for Wild and Wrangled. So this is perfect, because it's like just over 300. It's like 340 or something like that, so I'm very excited for this. Now we're gonna pick our 5th and final prompt. I can't believe this video is already almost over, but let's see. A book with more than 3 colors on the cover, so a very colorful looking book. A lot of my books for some reason only have like 3 colors. It would be like the fantasy, for instance, there's like 3 main colors. I don't know, and this says more than 3. So we have a few options. We have Miss Funny Story again, because we have a lot of colors going on here. There's orange, red, green, blue, you know. And then we also have this book. This is also a romance. It's Love at First Book. There's obviously a lot of color going on here, so this is, I think this is just a little standalone romance, so that's an option. And then lastly we have The Crash by Peter McFadden. This one's kind of like a wintry read or whatever, but it does have more than 3. There's, you know, white, black, blue, and red in the color, so that's definitely an option. But of these 3, if I had to pick one, it's definitely going to be Funny Story. We have picked all our books, so let's just go through them again real quick. First, we had a number generator pick the first letter of the author's name, and for that we picked H, or the generator picked H, and for that we picked The Wicked King by Holly Black. Next, we had a book with a non-removable sticker on the cover, and we picked Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and there's our sticker. Next, we had a 5-star prediction, and I picked Ruthless Fae, which is the second book in the Zodiac Academy series. Then we picked a book that is more than 300 pages, and I picked Wild and Wrangled, which is the last and final book in the Rebel Blue Ranch series. Lastly, we picked a book that had more than 3 colors on the cover, and for that I picked Funny Story by Emily Henry. That is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you've read any of these books and if you enjoyed any of them. And again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.